Joseph and I are gonna backtrack a little bit. Last week we did a segment where we talked about each potential Republican nominee, and one person we skipped was our own former governor Rick Perry, who we just assumed was down and out and not going to be running again. But saw an article here on CNN Politics this week that says that his senior most advisor Jeff Miller, who worked for Arnold Schwarzenegger's campaign, left his consulting firm to work full time at Perry's Political Action Committee, and that now, politically speaking, Rick Perry is beefing up his staff and making a look towards 2016. It's expected he'll make a decision by June. And so Joseph and I need to prognosticate here a little bit and decide whether Rick Perry's got a shot at winning. Neither of us are huge fans of the guy for varying reasons, but Joseph, what do you think his odds are of becoming the nominee for the Republicans?
Not very good. I think he has the infrastructure, and his he does have a strong record of job growth in Texas. Um, but he just in his appeal, his pitch is one that I think certain segments of the Republican Party are going to want. They want the quote unquote Texas miracle to be the answer to fix the national malaise that comes from the Obama administration, to borrow a word from the 1970s. Um, but I think it's just he's not the guy to do it. That last debate, it wasn't his last in the 2012 presidential debate with Mitt Romney. He made an ass out of himself, and he made the state look retarded.
Now, Joseph, he wasn't even able to basically explain his own talking points. However, Rick Perry was a viable candidate prior to these sorts of gaffes. And theoretically, if he could come out, make a clean, gaff-free run for the president, could he compete with the establishment candidates, the Scott Walkers, the Chris Christies, the Jeb Bush?
But that's the if he's I don't know if he's going to be able to get through that. I don't think he has that ability quite like Mitt Romney did, and even Mitt Romney had gaffes,
Mitt Romney did have
and
gaffes.
part of that is it's just this presidential campaign. You're so heavily scrutinized, especially if you're a Republican. Okay,
Okay, that being said, a
but
lot of
back to Rick
times it
Perry.
takes twice to get the nomination. John McCain was clobbered by George W. Bush in 2000, got the nomination in 2008. Mitt Romney, an embarrassed second or third place in 2008, gets the nomination in 2012. Rick Perry embarrassed himself in 2008 or in 2012, pardon me, unpolished, unready, but I mean he's a notable Republican governor, and more so he's from Texas, which is a big and influential state. So I don't think it's fair to write him off, and this will be his second time. So as much as I hate to say it, I think he's got a shot. I think he could be the viable candidate. He's kind of like a mixture of Jeb Bush and Ted Cruz. He knows how to appeal to that base so well. And at the same time, he carries the legitimacy of being a governor and having governed it in a state. I think that's a powerful and dangerous mixture for for the other nominees or the other potential nominees in the race.
I think his attempts at running. I think he is going to run. I think anything like his presidential prospects are going to be like his attempts to secure the Texas border. Nothing but bravado.